In this video, I'm going to tell you how to start Shopify dropshipping the right way in 2022. Hey, what's up, dropshippers? Welcome back to another video. This video is really special because it is dedicated to all my brothers and sisters out there who want to start dropshipping, who want to earn money online and some passive income but do not know where to exactly start. I'm going to cover everything step by step, and all the tools that I'm going to use in this video will be in the description down below. Now let's get straight into action without any hassle. So first of all, what dropshipping exactly is. Now I'm going to give you a quick introduction because I know most of the people who are watching this video already know about dropshipping, but still I want this video to be beginners friendly, so I'll just give you a quick introduction about this amazing business of dropshipping. So basically, dropshipping is a business model where you sell products online but you never touch or see them. When your customer places the order, your supplier directly sends the product to your customer. So you are just a middleman who connects the supplier to the customer. Now the main thing, how do you earn money in this process? So the margin between the supplier's price and your selling price is your profit. Now you do not have to worry about how I will find the products, how I will contact the supplier, or how I will get the customers, visitors and all that. You do not have to worry about that at all. I'm going to cover everything in this video, so you just sit down, relax and enjoy. When I was getting started with dropshipping in 2019, everyone said this business does not work anymore, it is too late, dropshipping is dead and stuff like that. So if you are also having the same questions like is it too late, or Shopify dropshipping is dead in 2022, let me give you one clear answer. Dropshipping is not dead in 2022. It was not dead in 2019 and it will not be dead for next at least 10 years. Because as long as online shopping is there, dropshipping will be there. And as you can see the numbers of online buyers are increasing rapidly every year. But yes, the methods have changed. The same methods that we could use in 2018-19 won't work in 2022. For example, in 2017, 18, 19, Facebook ads were killing it and we could make a lot of money with that. But nowadays, the scenario is totally different because TikTok ads are taking the market like storm. But yes, one thing that stays the same from the very beginning in dropshipping is the work ethic. You need to put in the time, you need to put in the hours, you need to put in the sweat to make this business work. And more than that, you need to treat this as a proper business instead of some get rich quick scheme. Keep this one thing in mind forever. So now let me tell you how to practically start your Shopify dropshipping business from scratch. The very first step to start your dropshipping business is finding a winning product. And it is very obvious, without having a product, how can you sell one? And if you ask me the definition of a winning product, in my opinion, a winning product must have 3 of these 4 factors. First is the wow factor, second is the problem solving ability, third is the profit margin above $15, and fourth, not easy to find in general stores. If it has all these 4 factors, that's really awesome. To find the winning products, first I'm going to tell you the free methods that I used in the beginning when my budget was very low. Then I'll tell you the paid methods that I personally use nowadays, which saves me a lot of time and headache. So the first free method that you can use is go to TikTok and search for this hashtag called Amazon Finds or hashtag TikTok made me buy this. The prior one works better. So once you search for this hashtag, most of the videos that will appear will be from e-commerce or dropshipping, where someone is trying to sell a product. For example, when I search for this hashtag, these videos appear, and if we see this third one, they are selling this brush type thing, which I can guarantee you is a dropshipping product. And they must have made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this kind of views. The next free method that you can use, which is really time consuming, is scrolling through your TikTok feed and hunt for videos that contain some kind of dropshipping products. When you do it for long enough, TikTok will push more and more of these kind of videos, which will make it a lot easier for you. These free methods are good, but sometimes they could be really frustrating and irritating. Because it happened with me a lot of times when I kept on searching and searching for hours and hours but could not find a worthy product. So finally I decided to start using paid tools. And believe me, this tool has made my life far easier, as I can find the winning products really fast within 5 to 10 minutes, as it has a lot of customizations that we can use to find specific products related to our niche. And moreover, it has tons and tons of information about every single product and the advertiser, which really helps me to beat the competition. The name of this amazing tool is PiPiAds. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link in description, from which you can get at least $31 discount, which I think is really great when you are just getting started. The next step for starting your dropshipping business is creating a website around your winning product, which is really simple. You just need to go to Shopify.com or just click on the link in the description and sign up for the 14-day free trial using your email and without providing any credit card information. There are a lot of amazing videos on YouTube that show you exactly how to create your first dropshipping store with Shopify. You can watch those videos for the basic information. But always keep this thing in mind: when you are creating your dropshipping store, only use 3 colors: black text, white background, and one main bright color that resembles with your logo. You can see this website as an example: white background, black text, and this orange color as the theme color, which is also the part of their logo. When you do that, it makes your website look more professional and not just some scammy one. Other than the color combination, some other things that you can include on your website to increase your conversion rate is pictures with the reviews, providing a lot of videos, adding a good description, and adding the tracking number for every order. Now some of you might be thinking how to do all that stuff. So for that reason, after this video, I'm going to bring a complete Shopify dropshipping tutorial free course where I'll tell you every single small thing in detail, step by step. So for that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, once you have created your website, the next step is to bring visitors. Because if you do not have any visitors, you won't be able to make any sales as well. So there are 2 ways to do it. First one is organic, which is absolutely free, and second one is paid advertisement. So first we'll discuss the organic method. So what you can do is create short videos for your product and post it on all the platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels, and leave the link for the store in the comments or description. In this method, you need to completely rely on the algorithm, because unless and until it is picked up by the algorithm and made viral, there are very low chances for you to make a sale. And to increase your chances to get viral, you need to post at least 2 videos every day for 1 month. Now before posting the videos, you need to get the videos. For that, there are 2 ways. Whether you can collect the pictures and videos of the products from internet and then create your own video by reassembling them. But this way is not that much reliable, as you cannot make a lot of content. The second way is you order your own product by yourself first and then create content by yourself. This way you can be more creative with your content and make as many videos as you want, because you will never run out of content. And if you do not want to do any of these 2, whether to create video by assembling or make your own content, you can use paid services like BandsOffAds to get your video ads done by professionals, which can also get you higher conversion rates. You can use the link in description to get 15% off on every order. Now the second method that you can use to get visitors on your website is paid advertisement. Now there are 2 ways to do paid advertisement. First one is paying influencers, and second one is running ads on platforms like Facebook and TikTok. First we will discuss the influencers in detail. So how does it work? You pay influencers on Instagram or TikTok to advertise your product. Now they can only post a story or they can upload a permanent post. It depends on the deal that you have done with them. This type of paid advertisement does not work that well nowadays as it used to do in 2018, 19 or 20. Yeah, it could still work and some people might be making good money with that, but the chances are very slim. And moreover, influencers could charge you a lot of money, which can get you in trouble. And not only that, you need to be really careful while paying influencers, as most of the influencers nowadays have fake followers. And I'm telling you this from my personal experience, because I have been scammed in the beginning of my career as a dropshipper. So you need to be really careful. Now the second type of paid advertisement that you can do is using platforms like Google Ads, Facebook Ads, YouTube Ads, or TikTok Ads. I have tried every single one of them. In the beginning of my career, Facebook Ads were my favorite. I was making real good money with them, but then eventually they started dying. They were not getting me the same results as before. So I started to try all other options, and TikTok ads worked the best for me. Yeah, it is not like I only use TikTok ads now. I also run ads on Facebook and Google, but TikTok is my biggest stream of revenue among them. So you can use TikTok ads to get more and more visitors on your store. And if you do not know anything about TikTok ads and want to learn it from scratch, I have created this complete TikTok ads tutorial for Shopify Dropshipping for absolutely free, so you can check it out. I'll put the link in description. Now you must be wondering, how much budget do you need to advertise on TikTok? So look, there is no fixed amount that can guarantee you the results, but ideally you can choose $100 to test out one product by creating 5 different ad sets and using $20 in each of them. Now comes the last part of starting a dropshipping business, which is the post-sales operations. Which means you have find the winning product, you have created the website, you advertise the product, and you finally got some sales. So what to do now? How to fulfill the orders and ship the products to the customers. So again, there are 2 methods that you can use. You can go to the supplier's website and place an order with all the customers' details. So for example, if you are dropshipping from Aliexpress, then you can place the order by giving your customers details. Or the second method that you can use, which is completely automatic, is to simply download an app called Oberlo, which will directly get connected to Aliexpress and fulfill your orders automatically. Most of the beginners in dropshipping do the Oberlo method. But the problem with both of the methods that I discussed above is the shipping time. The average shipping time on Aliexpress is anywhere between 3 weeks to a month. And in this era of high competition, it is really difficult to survive with such long shipping times. It also happened with me in the beginning when my customer got pissed off and messaged me how long it is going to take. It has been 2 weeks and all that. So I also struggled a lot to find a solution to this problem. I tried other AliExpress alternatives like Banggood and Alibaba, but still the problem stayed the same. After some time, I heard this term called fulfillment companies. I didn't know anything about them, and when I started searching, I found that these companies have warehouses in China, USA, UK and other countries, and provide us with almost every product available on AliExpress, but with far less shipping times. So after searching a little bit, I found this company called BestFulFill, and I really like their services, and from that day on, I'm working with them. I like their prices, and as I mentioned before, they provide me with far less shipping times, which helps me to get more and more customers. And they also customize the products with my own brand logo, which looks super cool and professional. And moreover, if you want to start a proper brand with dropshipping, not some other random shop selling different products from different niches every single week, you need to find alternatives to AliExpress. So if you want to check out their website and sign up for free, I'll leave the link in description. And with that being said, I think I have covered every single thing that you need to know to start a dropshipping business from scratch. And one more thing that I want you to keep in mind before starting a dropshipping business is, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a proper business. You will face a lot of problems and a lot of obstacles. You can only get successful in this business if you are dedicated to work hard and put in the hours and be disciplined day in and day out. But yes, if you can do all those things, it can totally change your life. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.